The badge on the front of your SUV is costing you money, not just the purchase price, not just the fuel, the repair bills, the ones nobody tells you about when you're signing paperwork, the ones that show up at 80,000 miles, at 110,000 miles, at 140,000 miles. Every major SUV brand has a reliability story. JD Power tracks it, Consumer Reports tracks it, Mechanic Forums track it. Today, we rank all of them from the bottom up using that data. Some of these results are exactly what you'd expect. A few of them are going to make brand loyalists very uncomfortable. Let's go. Here's what built this ranking. 3 data sources: JD Power's Vehicle Dependability Study, Consumer Reports Annual Reliability Survey, and RepairPal's average annual repair cost data. These are the most comprehensive, independently verified reliability data sets in the automotive industry. Where the data sources disagreed, we weighted owner-reported failures. Because owners have receipts, manufacturers have press releases, 12 brand groups, 6 tiers, starting from the worst, F tier. The brands where the question isn't whether something breaks, it's what breaks next. Land Rover. Consumer Reports has given Land Rover below average or well below average reliability ratings in every major survey for the past decade. In JD Power's most recent Vehicle Dependability Study, Land Rover ranked at or near the bottom across multiple categories: air suspension failure, electrical system complexity, infotainment failures. These are not edge cases, they are consistent owner experiences across the lineup. RepairPal puts the average annual Land Rover repair cost at $1,174. The industry average is $652. That's a $522 annual premium, on top of a vehicle that already lost most of its sticker price the moment it left the lot. Over 5 years, that compounds into a number that should walk most buyers out of any used Land Rover negotiation. Stellantis, Jeep, Dodge, Ram SUVs, the Grand Cherokee, the Durango, the Wagoneer. Genuinely capable vehicles, genuinely loyal followings, and Consumer Reports has placed Stellantis near the bottom of reliability rankings consistently. Jeep specifically has ranked in the bottom 5 of every major reliability study year after year. Electrical system complaints dominate the owner forums. The verdict on both: if you love these brands, buy new and use the warranty. On the used market at high miles, the data is not on your side. D tier. Brands where reliability depends heavily on which model you buy and how old it is. Volkswagen, the Tiguan, Atlas, ID4, VW has shown improvement in recent JD Power scores. But improvement for Volkswagen means moving from poor to below average. The root issue is complexity. The DSG dual clutch transmission, turbocharged engines across the lineup, and European spec infotainment systems create multiple failure points that European parts pricing makes expensive when they surface. Nissan, the Rogue, Pathfinder, Armada, Murano. Nissan's CVT transmission is the most talked about failure point in any reliability forum that covers this brand. Class action lawsuits, extended warranties, forum posts documenting CVT failure between 80,000 and 150,000 miles. Widespread, documented, and consistent. Nissan has improved on select newer models, but buying a used Nissan SUV without a CVT inspection and a full service history is a risk most mechanics won't take with their own money. That's the bottom 4. What comes next is where it gets complicated. Because 2 brands in the middle have made reliability improvements the industry hasn't fully given them credit for yet, and the brand that sits at the very top of this list has a caveat that most people in this space don't have the nerve to say on camera. Stay with me. C tier, below average, but with important exceptions that change the picture completely. Chevrolet and GMC, the Equinox, Traverse, Tahoe, Suburban, Yukon. Here's the split: the full-size body-on-frame platforms, the Tahoe, Suburban, and Yukon run a 5.3-liter naturally aspirated V8 with a long, well-documented reliability record. Mechanics respect this engine. It belongs in a different conversation than the Traverse. The Traverse's 3.6-liter direct-injection V6 has documented timing chain stretch in earlier generations. GM's infotainment and electrical electrical systems drag their Consumer Report scores down across the board. The pattern is clear. The simpler, larger engine body-on-frame GM SUV significantly outperforms the car-based crossover lineup: Ford, the Escape, Explorer, Bronco, Expedition. Ford's reliability story in the SUV space is polarizing for a reason. The EcoBoost turbocharged engines deliver strong performance but introduce complexity that adds failure risk over time. The Explorer has historically been one of the most complained about three-row SUVs in consumer surveys. 2020 and 2021 were particularly rough model years. The Bronco's early production issues are part of the owner record. The exception, the Expedition with its body-on-frame 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 outperforms Ford's crossover lineup by a measurable margin. Same pattern as GM body-on-frame wins. B-tier, brands that have made genuine improvements, but where buying used requires more due diligence than the badge suggests. BMW, the X3, X5, X7. This placement is going to generate some pushback, but the data from JD Power and Consumer Reports on recent BMW SUV models, specifically the 2021 and newer X5 and X3, shows improvement. BMW's reliability has historically been dragged down by their air suspension systems, cooling system complexity, and electronics. Each of the current generation X5 with the inline-6 B5-8 engine and standard suspension has a meaningfully cleaner owner record than the pre-2020 models. If you're buying a used BMW SUV, the year matters more than the badge. Mercedes-Benz, the GLC, GLE, GLS. Consumer Reports has rated specific Mercedes SUV configurations above average in recent surveys. The critical variable, air suspension versus coil spring and AMG versus standard engine. Air suspension Mercedes, avoid used. Coil spring standard engine GLE from 2020 onward is a different vehicle than a pre-2019 example. This brand rewards buyers who do the homework. Hyundai and Kia, the Palisade, Santa Fe, Tucson, Telluride, Sorento, Sportage. This is the most dramatic reliability improvement story in the SUV market over the past decade. Consumer Reports has consistently moved these brands up. The Telluride has received among the highest reliability scores of any three-row SUV in recent surveys. One important caveat, earlier Hyundai and Kia engines, specifically the Theta 2GDI 2.0 and 2.4 liter, had documented seizure issues resulting in recalls. Check the VIN against the recall database before you buy any pre-2020 used example. A-tier, brands with genuinely strong long-term reliability records. And one of them is the most underrated on this entire list: Subaru, the Forester, Outback, Crosstrek, Ascent. Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive architecture is one of the most reliable AWD systems in the segment. The core powertrain reliability is strong. The caveat long-term Subaru owners know well: head gasket failures on the older EJ series flat 4. And oil consumption on the FA20. Subaru has addressed both in current generation engines, and the newer platforms have cleaner owner records. For the buyer who needs all-weather capability at a reasonable price, Subaru belongs here. Mazda, the CX-5, CX-50, CX-90. Mazda is the most underrated brand on this list, and it's not close. Consumer Reports rates Mazda above average to well above average consistently. The Skyactiv platform is naturally aspirated where it counts, uses a timing chain instead of a belt, and has no CVT. Those are three engineering decisions that reflect a genuine commitment to long-term durability. A commenter on the top reliability video in this space put it plainly: "I have 650,000 kilometers on my Skyactiv Mazda and it still runs like a champ. That is not an outlier." That is what properly maintained Skyactiv engines produce. Honda and Acura, the CR-V, Pilot, Passport, MDX, RDX. Honda's reliability reputation is earned. The K-Series and Earth Dreams naturally aspirated engine families have strong, well-documented long-term track records. Consumer Reports places Honda consistently above average. One caveat on used buying: the 1.5-liter turbocharged CR-V had documented oil dilution in cold climates. This has been addressed, but verify on the specific example you're looking at. The naturally aspirated Honda engines carry none of this concern. S-tier. And before I say what you already know, I'm going to say something something that most people in this space won't. Toyota and Lexus sit at the top of this ranking. That is not a controversial statement. JD Power, Consumer Reports, RepairPal. Oh, and every independent mechanic survey in the country arrive at the same conclusion. The 4Runner, the Sequoia, the Highlander, the Land Cruiser, the RAV4, the Lexus GX, LX, RX. These are the vehicles that mechanics buy for their own families. These are the vehicles that sit at the top of used car value retention charts year after year. Here is the caveat. A growing number of long-term Toyota owners, people who have owned 5, 6, 7 Toyotas across 20 years, are reporting that build quality and reliability feel different than the 2010 to 2018 era. Consumer Reports still rates Toyota well above average, but the margin between Toyota and the A-tier brands directly below them has narrowed compared to a decade ago. The specific platforms worth watching: the 2.5-liter turbocharged engine in some Venza and Highlander configurations, and the hybrid system complexity that comes with it. The RAV4 Hybrid has had documented battery cooling issues in high heat climates on specific model years. None of this changes the ranking. Toyota is still the most reliable major SUV brand you can buy, new or used. What it means is this: the gap between Toyota and a well-maintained Mazda or Honda is not as wide as the reputation suggests. And on the used market, a 2016 to 2020 Toyota is a measurably safer long-term bet than a 2022 to 2024 example. That is the honest read. Brand loyalists will push back in the comments. The data will hold. 6 tiers, every major SUV brand, F tier, Land Rover and Stellantis. Avoid used without warranty protection. D tier, Volkswagen and Nissan. Proceed carefully. CVT is the red flag. C tier, Chevrolet/GMC and Ford. Body on frame beats the crossovers every time. B tier, BMW, Mercedes-Benz and Hyundai/Kia. Genuine improvement, but year and spec matter more than brand. A tier, Subaru, Mazda and Honda/Acura. Criminally underrated, especially Mazda. S tier, Toyota and Lexus. Still the standard, but pay attention to the model year. Now here's what I want in the comments. Tell me the brand you own, your current mileage, and whether this ranking matched your real-world experience. Real owner data is more useful than any study, and if you want to know which specific models inside these brands are the most reliable, not just the brand, the exact year and engine, that breakdown is next. Subscribe so you don't miss it. I'll see you in the next one.